This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Why is everything 3 hours long? With our attention spans, with TikTok videos, Instagram reels, stories.
Everything just getting shorter and shorter.
It should. Everything should be short. Get to the point. Went to Anastasia last night at the Jubilee. Absolutely fantastic storyline. Loved the Disney movie growing up. The music is incredible. The acting, the singing, the dancing, the production. It was unbelievable.
Top notch.
But why is it? Why was it 2.5 hours?
Well, what would you like it to be?
Well, it got to a point where I was like, this song's unnecessary. Like, we don't need this part. Or at least shorten this song. I felt like a grump.
Yeah, you sound like it a little bit.
But 2.5 hours is too long.
But okay, if people are venturing out in the cold Arctic weather, finding parking, getting dressed up to go out for an event.
Okay.
Don't you feel like you're getting shortchanged if you go there for 90 minutes and it's over?
No, I think that's fantastic. I shouldn't be getting home at midnight.
So what do you think about like a hockey game? Because I went to the Oilers game last night and same deal. It would have been like 3 hours by the time we sat down for original puck drop, 2.5 hours.
And you were home at what time?
10:45 by the time we got home. Started at 7.
Okay. It's too late.
It's too long,
On
you
a
think?
weeknight? Is anyone else just staying up way too late lately? Maybe that's my problem.
So maybe they should do shorter games on weeknights? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, they should all be 5 p.m. puck drops.
You're just old.
It's true. I think when I found out that Avatar: A Way of Water was over 3 hours long, I was like, that's a joke. If it's that long, you better be having these little bubbles pop up that say, this would be a good time to use the washroom because not much is going to happen in the next 5 minutes.
You didn't go to Avatar because of how long it was.
Correct. I always check the duration of a movie before I go. And if it's too long, I'm out.
Is anybody else like Lisa at this point, Evan?
And you're not like that. You out of anyone I've ever known, should be someone that agrees with me.
Yeah, every play I've been to, I've felt is a little bit long. But I also respect how much work it took to put it on.
So my buddy is a lawyer, and when he went to the U of A, the lawyer program for some reason also does a play.
The law program,
how do you have time for this? So I was like, I'm going to support. I'm going to go. I crap you not. This play was 3.5 hours. I was like, what? Who? How did you have time to learn these lines?
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't understand it.
And even dress rehearsal, I'd be like, wow, I'm bored.
All of the jokes were like lawyer jokes.
Yeah.
So I wasn't smart enough for anything.
Wasn't a great show for you to go check out.
I left halfway through and then met the cast at the bar after, and my buddy was like, how'd you like this scene? And I had already left. So I had to lie to a lawyer.
Yeah, he knew. There actually is talks that they're considering shortening baseball games because they've gotten out of hand.
Well, how long are those running? 5 hours?
4.5, yeah.
There's only so many hot dogs I could eat in the stands.
Exactly. Yeah, you can have lunch and dinner. But
you can get drunk and then be hungover all within one game.
They are considering going to 7 innings. I don't think they're seriously considering it at this point, but I've heard it talked about.
Very interesting to see our text line. Thanks to everyone that contributes, especially during the 6 a.m. hour and when it's this cold out.
Yeah.
That means a lot to us.
Agreed.
But a lot of people are saying, they will look up how long a movie is before deciding to commit to going to a theater.
So how haven't movie creators figured this out?
I know.
And just found the sweet pocket.
Now, you have had opinions about new singing artists, that they've figured it out, that their songs should be under 3 minutes. Because listen to the 90s at 9 on our station. Every song is 4 minutes at least, it seems.
Right.
Whereas these new artists, you hear their song, they're 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's changed.
There's science there. So the movie industry needs to figure this out because like when they re-released Titanic in theaters on Valentine's Day, I was like, good luck.
Yeah, nobody's got 4 hours anymore.
Nobody's going to that.
Here's a 2.5 minute song.
Put on your pink shirt. It is Anti-Bullying Day, also known as Pink Shirt Day. The origin story of that was somebody was bullied in school for wearing a pink shirt. Correct?
Yes.
That's the story. And then people wanted to support this student. So a bunch of other students wore pink shirts to be like, we're standing with you.
And now it's mainly in Canada, but it's starting to hit some other places in the world as well. And it is the last Wednesday of February is when people celebrate Pink Shirt Day.
This is a reminder to be kind to one another. Bullying is still happening every day, whether it's in school, in your family, in the workplace. There's a lot of toxicity and we need to check ourselves more than just once a year. I think back to getting bullied, being a bully sometimes, and it still doesn't sit well with me as an adult. And looking back now that I'm older and wiser, that was all just my own inner anguish, or that was all me just trying to impress other people around me. And I regret it. And I hope that there are kids these days that are better. Why not live a life where you're just kind to one another? Because when you have that person at work that you're mean to or you gossip about, it's just adding extra stress and unnecessary negativity.
I struggle a little bit with raising a kid and the discussions around bullying because for me, and I know this is just my experience with it, I was picked on a lot when I was like grade 7, grade 8, pretty crucial years for your esteem, your self-esteem, your well-being, your mental health. I always looked at it like it was silly and they were just giving me attention. I never really took it that personally.
Oh, interesting.
I kind of saw through the bullying, I guess. I learned to laugh at it.
Well, I remember your mom was telling a group of people this story once. I don't even know if you were in the room at the time, but she said that you, as a student, were bullied a lot by your teachers. That they were very mean to you, didn't understand your personality. Maybe ADHD wasn't as known
100%,
back then. And she said there was one teacher in particular that was just awful to you. Your response when she approached you after this parent-teacher interviews was, maybe that teacher's just going through something, Mom. Maybe that's just a them problem. It has nothing to do with me, and hopefully they'll be okay one day. And she said she just couldn't believe your strength or your understanding of that person and their own inner anguish.
Well, yeah,
you didn't take it personally.
Yeah, and I really didn't. And that's why, like I said, I struggle with raising a kid because I don't want her to put up with bullying. But I also want to prepare her to have some thick skin.
People are jerks. Throughout your entire life, they're going to be jerks.
You kind of got to be ready for it. And if you can water off a duck, I just think it prepares you so much better than taking everything personally. People, even for us, for example, on the text line, sometimes we'll get really, rude things said to us. But quite often, I feel like it's people that hear you and me chirp each other all the time, feel like they're part of our friendship circle and are chirping us in what they think is a harmless way.
Okay.
And so that I rarely take it personally. I know that people are just trying to have fun a lot of the times.
Yep.
I mean, other times people are awful and can be quite rude, but I don't know. So I kind of want to teach my kid to just laugh off most stuff, but then also have a line where you got to trust yourself, and this is not appropriate, and you should do something about it, whether it's talking to somebody or
having the ability to stand up for others as well.
That's a good point, too, for sure.
Here's another list of 7 somethings. It's Ryder and Lisa's Top 7 at 7.
Sure is.
Yep, and it's getting heated in here.
Yeah.
Speaking of heat, the Hot AF Wing Challenge is happening tonight at Hudson's. So if you think you can handle it, you got to eat a pound of their blazing hot wings, like the actual sauce from the show Hot Ones, in under 2 minutes, and then you'll win free wings for a year. But this morning, we're going to make it really easy for you. We just want to hear from you. What is your favorite wing sauce? Everyone that texts in is qualified to win free wings for a year at Hudson's.
Yeah, this is going to get pretty heated, I think.
Well, you and I keep arguing about what should be on the top 7. Ryder won't put sweet chili on it. He's like, it's not good enough. What do you mean? There's so many votes for it.
Yeah, how many votes? Not enough to get into the top 7. I'm sorry, sweet chili is good. It's not good enough to make the top 7.
Sweet chili wings dipped in ranch is the best combination.
You're putting that as the GOAT? Mm-hmm. See?
The mix.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You should have your microphone shut off for such a stupid take.
Okay, so based off of all of the votes that are rolling in, who's in 7th place?
Well, I think we got to go with some honorable mentions first.
Okay.
Some that didn't make the cut, but we're close enough to talk about.
Sweet chili.
Sweet chili is on the honorable mentions, yes. Barbecue, honorable mention.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to see those votes coming in, because who orders barbecue wings?
Not a very common order, but it's on almost every menu.
Maple barbecue is good.
Yeah. This one used to be a very popular wing sauce, and since the last 10 years is kind of vanished. Thai. like a peanut sauce chicken wing. You don't see that very much anymore. Used to be like one of the top fivers, right? And then we have sriracha, just by itself or even mixed with honey. Not making the top 7. And we also have honey hot, which is coming in a lot.
No, that needs to be in the top 7.
But I'm trying to kind of make the top 7 like not mixing sauces. Like,
No, that's totally normal.
yeah, I know it's normal, but you can't just mix 2 and have it.
Yes, you can.
Well, then all of them are going to be hot and honey then. All of them.
What do you mean?
Well,
Why are you so aggressive when it comes to wing sauce? Just let honey hot be
You're
on the list.
picking on me.
Everybody is voting for it.
yeah, honey hot is delicious. I can agree with that. So is hotiyaki. We're not putting it on the list because we
Why?
got teriyaki and hot on the list.
Yeah, but
now
honey
I wrecked
hot
it.
is better than teriyaki. Wait.
Here she goes.
Wait. Hotiyaki is better than just teriyaki. That's a fact.
Yes, but it's going to fall under the teriyaki category, Lisa.
Fine.
Fine. At number 7, we have Cajun, the dry rub Cajun. It's like a salt and pepper, but just a little bit spicier. Delicious.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets stuck in between your teeth, but that's okay. You're
okay.
having a great time.
Cajun on the list. At number 6, we have teriyaki. Also a shout out to hotiyaki. See, it's in the teriyaki category.
I think everybody can agree that hotiyaki should be higher up on the list, but whatever.
At number 5, we have lemon pepper. Pretty good. I like it best when it's just like ground pepper and squirts of lemon.
I disagree. I like the dry lemon.
Okay, but both in that same category. See? At number 5 for the best wing sauces, this is affected by the amount of text we've gotten on it. Well, are you bored? You're starting to breathe heavy over there. You bored of me?
Calm down.
Well, this is a heavy conversation.
It doesn't have to be. We're talking about wing sauce.
Yes, exactly. Important stuff.
Also, side note, Ryder doesn't understand that honey hot is honey garlic mixed with hot. He thinks it's just honey.
No,
So that's embarrassing.
I'm saying it can be honey, garlic, and hot mix, but for the most part, it's just honey
No, it's not.
and hot.
It's honey garlic sauce mixed with hot sauce.
Do they call it honey, garlic, hot?
No, because that's too lengthy.
Exactly.
They shorten it to honey hot.
At number 4, we have honey garlic, which I don't think should even be on the list, but we're getting so many votes for it, it has to be.
It has to be mixed with ranch. It's so good.
At number 3, the newest member of the top 7, probably wouldn't even have been on the top 7 even a year ago, but it's really starting to make some noise. That would be dill pickle.
Ooh, that's so good.
Yeah, and I really like that some places are taking it next level, including Hudson's, who cuts up pickles like into little shreds and puts it on top of the dill pickle wings.
Okay, I did
Really
not
good.
know that.
Yeah, it's good. Had them last week. At number 2 for the best wing sauces, I guess it's got to be on there, salt and pepper. We're just going with it.
Well, and it's so popular. Like, kids love it.
And it really just goes to showcase how delicious wings are as well. It lets the wing be the champion rather than the sauce trying to like take over control. You know what I mean? It's just
I don't agree with that.
well, the salt and pepper is just like exemplifies how nice a wing is. It doesn't try to overpower it.
But have you ever had a chicken wing without salt and pepper on it? It's gross.
It's not gross, but the salt
It's
and
just
pepper
skin.
it amplifies. I'm saying it's a very basic sauce. It's like eating a steak, and instead of coating it with barbecue sauce, you just have it with like pepper, a little bit of butter.
Salt Bay.
Yeah, exactly. You respect it. And at number 1, we all saw this coming.
Yeah, we did.
And I feel weird putting these in the same category, but buffalo and hot are just one category.
Well, when I found out that buffalo is literally hot sauce just with hot butter at it, I was like, yeah, sign me up.
And some places try to do buffalo with hot sauce mixed with ranch already. That seems ridiculous. You can just dip it in the ranch. I don't know why you'd mix it, but the true buffalo, you're right, is just hot butter and hot sauce. So that's our number 1 is hot wings.
That's the answer. Okay, can you just spitfire the top 7?
Cajun, teriyaki, including hotiyaki, lemon pepper, honey garlic, dill pickle, salt and pepper, and hot. The top 7 wing sauces. What are you shooting me dirty looks for over there? You don't even know you're doing it anymore.
No, okay. I actually was thinking something. Should I be honest?
Sure.
Okay, so I saw what the next song is that we're going to play. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he's going to intro it by saying, then here's the number one song in the world. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Were you going to say that?
Probably.
Well, that's what I was thinking about in that moment.
And then you shot me dirty looks.
Without intention.
I think we've been working together for too long.
Yeah, that's what
That's
you'll say.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah. Okay, what were we going to talk about?
Avril Lavigne is available.
Okay, so yesterday on the show, I said, oh my gosh, Avril Lavigne and Tyga went on a date. It's all over the news. And Ryder's like, she's married.
She's engaged.
I went, oh, my bad. And then I felt really guilty for being just like
a rumor started.
The tabloids. Mm-hmm. And just assuming, Ryder's like, it's totally normal to go for dinner with a friend and hug them at the end. And then I felt really dumb. Then after the show, mid-afternoon, I open my phone, huge headline, Avril Lavigne and Mod Sun are splitting. They are no longer engaged. So here we are.
I think it's time to shoot my shot.
You love Avril.
Mm-hmm. Have since, we grew up together, you know?
No, you didn't. You did not grow up with Avril.
Well,
you grew up listening to Avril.
Yeah, but, we both felt like we were going through adolescence at the same time. And why you got to go and make things so complicated really hit home? Because everything seemed complicated.
Well, and you love a lot of eyeliner.
Yeah, I do.
But she still rocks the eyeliner.
I know.
Hard.
And the ties with T-shirts, come on.
Even after the beauty experts were like, stop doing harsh eyeliner. It makes your eyes look smaller. She didn't care.
She didn't care.
She doesn't care.
And for that, I love her. Anyway, she's gone through Derek Whibley, Chad Kroeger, Mod Sun. She's slowly going to guys with smaller and smaller social media followings. So what's next? Maybe
a Canadian morning radio host.
I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it too. Because you've got 400 followers.
I've got 17,000. Thank you very much.
They're bought. I'm just kidding.
They're bots. But listen to this. This is Mod Sun talking about why he proposed at the Eiffel Tower.
Okay. So this is old.
This is old. I just want you to hear it.
The Eiffel Tower is always going to be there, and now we have a place that we can go to that will always bring us back to that moment. You know, if you're getting engaged, propose in front of a place that will always be there, so then you can always go back there and remember that moment.
Sounds like a loser. I'm cooler than him.
Okay, I do agree that what he's saying is ridiculous, because who's just going to casually go back to the Eiffel Tower? No one.
Right. Oh,
you see it
we
once.
happen to be back here. Remember when? Yeah.
Let's go back to where we got engaged. To Paris?
I mean, they're dealing with a lot more money than most of us are.
Yeah, but even then, if I were Avril, I'd be like, I'm pretty lazy.
We've already done that.
I've been there.
Yeah, let's
we have
go
a
somewhere
picture
else.
in front of it.
True.
I'm good.
But he doesn't sound that cool in that clip. So I'm like, maybe.
You think you sound cool?
I think I sound cooler than he does.
You don't even know that honey hot is honey garlic mixed with hot sauce. You think it's hot sauce with just honey drizzle.
It can be.
It's not, though. So Avril would be offended if I'll tell her. I'll DM her right now. Hey, my buddy Ryder with 400 followers is going to be sliding in soon. Block him. But yeah, no, pretty crazy. Are we getting another breakup album? Because
why not?
Bring it on, Avril. Mm-hmm. Should be good.
And now it's time for the number one song in the world.
It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
Brought to you by Cal Mustara, your real realtor with Maxwell Progressive.
Here's how the game works. Caller 7 is going to choose a teammate, either Lisa or myself, who will leave the room. We'll then give our contestant 5 words. They give us the first word that comes to mind for each. With a 25-second timer, we'll invite their teammate of choice back in and give them the same 5 words. For everyone that matches, it's $25. Hit them all. It's $1,000. We are joined by Jen. Who are you rolling with today, Jen?
Yeah.
Hello, it's myself with my son Carter, who's 7.
Hi,
Amazing.
Carter.
Hi.
Awesome.
Who's your teammate today, Jen?
We've decided to go with Ryder.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to wait until he's completely out of the room.
Good choice.
I'm gonna start the timer right after I say the first word. Okay, Jen and Carter.
Okay.
Okay. What is the first word that comes to your mind when I say pluck?
Eyebrows.
French.
Toast.
Microwave.
Oven.
Scissors.
Snip.
And jelly.
Fish.
Jellyfish? Woo! Good round. Come back in, Ryder. That was quick. That was quick. Carter was contributing in the background.
Really?
Yep.
That's allowed.
Ryder, what comes to your mind when I say pluck?
Hair.
Eyebrows.
Oh, no.
I know.
$1,000 is off the table already?
French.
French. Kiss?
Toast.
Oh.
Microwave.
Food?
Oven.
Well, that's the worst answer I've ever heard.
Scissors.
Cut?
Snip.
I
am unwell.
Is she going to get put on the
The wall of shame.
wall of losers? A wall of shame.
Maybe not. Maybe Jen is going home with $25. That'll buy Carter some ice cream. Come on.
Okay.
Jelly.
Donut.
Fish.
Okay.
Today was rough. That was a rough
that
round.
didn't go well.
Come on, Ryder.
Well, you know what? At least you have some fame now. You're on the wall of shame.
Yes.
We'll never forget you. Thanks for playing.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, boy.
That was rough. That was a rough round.
It was.
Jellyfish was a pretty good answer, though. French toast, great answer. Pluck eyebrows makes sense. Like, they weren't bad answers.
Well, nor
you
were
just
mine.
weren't vibing. You just weren't vibing.
Yeah, I
today.
guess.
That's okay. Text us right now. What 5 words did you come up with? Would you have won any money today?
Yikes. Next chance to play. Hopefully it'll go better tomorrow morning at 7:50. Viral story about a teacher who is no longer a teacher has a lot of people's interest piqued.
Yep. So she posted on her TikTok saying, I'm done being a teacher. I've quit and now I work full time at Costco. She said, I've always heard about how amazing the employees are treated with great benefits.
No kids.
And no kids. Well, there are kids that roll through, but
You wouldn't
they're
have to
not
deal with them nearly as much,
necessarily,
yeah.
your problem. And she said it's just been a lot less stressful and she really enjoys working even on long weekends. She will work every day.
Yeah.
And when she's done her shift, she doesn't have to think about work. There's no emails.
Well, it's interesting because I think a lot of us end up picking a career that, I don't know, seems like a fit when we're potentially as young as 18.
Well, I remember teachers being like, what do you want to be when you grow up in like grade 7? I was like, calm down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then you end up going to school for it and you kind of feel hooked because you're paying off student loans potentially.
Yeah.
And then, you need to establish yourself. And then by that time, let's say you're 40 and you're like, oh, well, it might be too late to really go into something completely new now. Mm-hmm. Like these are the big earning years. So I don't know. It is interesting when you hear stories like this that it's possible to just switch.
Yeah, we have 2 girlfriends that quit working their job, and now where they work, they said they don't even have email on their phones. They
Like
don't
work
have
email.
to think about work
Yeah.
when their shift is over. What is that like?
Insane.
That's crazy.
And one of those girls was actually a teacher
Yep.
and quit to ended up working in radio.
Went to school to be a teacher. When she started doing her student teaching, she realized she didn't like
Wasn't for her.
It's just not for her.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Pivoting. I feel like if I didn't love my job so much, I'm the type that would probably switch. And I look at really wanting to be a chef, like owning a restaurant, I think would be amazing. But it feels like it would be silly to give up a job I like so much to go do one that is a gamble. I don't even know if I'd like it.
Jackie wrote in saying, I went from working in a law firm to being a housekeeper in camps and catering, which then opened up doors to become a cook, administrator, and facility manager. Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith. Yeah, I get that. Like, I was pretty much on my way to being a famous actor, and then I was like, maybe I'll just be a radio host. You know, like, you just got to do things like that.
You were in Snow Day for 11 seconds. Is that what you're talking about? Your
Yeah.
acting career?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't 11 seconds. There were 2 scenes. One of them, I pushed Chevy Chase down the hill. Everybody knows that scene. And then the other one, I'm walking in the background behind the actors.
Yeah, it was a great career. Can't believe you gave that up. How old were you when that was filmed?
I was in grade 2. We are joined by Uncle Dave from Axe Monkeys. You're giving away a trip to Vegas. Give us more details.
That is correct. So what we do is we do $20 for 20 throws. If somebody actually gets 20 bullseyes, they win, but typically nobody is getting that. So what we're doing is we're doing a throwdown, a showdown. Hell no, I won't slow down. And we're going to do the top 15, which will be 15 throws, and we're going to do it live on air on Play 107.
Amazing. And then that trip to Vegas will be given away one way or another.
It will be given away one way or another. Right now, the top bullseye getter is 9 bullseyes out of 20.
Okay.
We've had 9 participants, which is very low and isn't really helping the food bank much, so we need more people to join up.
Okay, so when are you wanting people to come down?
They can come down any day during normal business hours and just say they want to do the throwdown, and away they go.
Perfect. Where can people find you online, Uncle Dave?
axmonkeys.com.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.